Thank you for your continued support of Hololive Productions. Um, it was a very heavy heart that we announced the graduation of Amane Kanata. Yeah. Uh, a member of the VTuber group Hololive will be graduating on December 27, 2025. So it's actually still like this month. We still have an entire month with her. Over the past 6 years, Kanata has played an integral role in the development of Hololive production. True. Also, holy shit, it's been 6 years? Fuck, man. Fuck. We are forever grateful for her many contributions to the group as well as the joy she brought to her fans. We sincerely apologize for this difficult announcement. Yeah. Okay, so we all know what's gonna happen here. It's all like sad. Yeah, it's all sad stuff. But the more interesting parts actually came from like the letter that Amane Kanata made herself. The gorilla is leaving, but it's been a gold run. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Comfy box. You changed your name. I didn't notice that. G so comfy. Yeah. So we're gonna go through this one. Oh, and then we're gonna go through like her actual official message or her official like video announcement. It's 35 long minutes, but yeah, we'll get into it. So, in her actual message, she says, "To everyone who has supported me and to Otto Heimin, I'm truly sorry for surprising you with this sudden announcement. I, Amane Kanata, will be graduating from Hololive on December 27th, 2025, which marks my 6th anniversary. I would like to explain the reasons for my graduation based on facts. Tasks far beyond the original expected scope of my role occurred repeatedly. As a result, there were periods in which the workload concentrated to the point that I could no longer keep up with my own activities. Due to accumulated strain from work, I came to feel that the continuing activities in a healthy state had become difficult." Do you know what this fucking means? This means that she was covering and doing stuff that was beyond what it was expected from her. Beyond what she was supposed to only do. So yeah, I mean, Hololive isn't coming out from the overwork allegations or like, the gorilla hand squeezing allegations with this sort of thing. And the problem is, Hololive actually agreed with this. So it seems like Hololive actually approved of this, rather. So, not agreed, approved, sorry. So it seems like Hololive saw this as not necessarily, like, flammable, but something that is actually true. Yeah. However, resolving them would have required a fundamental review of the organization's internal structure, and I ultimately judged that it would be difficult for me to continue my activities in a sustainable way. For this reason, I decided to graduate. So basically, because I don't see things changing, I have to graduate because it's going to be dangerous for me. So, not a good look for Cover Corp here. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Yeah. This graduation was not determined suddenly. The decision was made several months ago. However, to prevent leaks and protect confidential information, strict information management was implemented. And as a result, the Hololive members and many staff members learned about this announcement at the same time as all of you. For this reason, there are no official graduation videos, no song covers, and no guest appearances by members at the graduation live. This reason is solely for information leak prevention and nothing more. These arrangements were made with the mutual agreement of Cover Corp. And regarding my activities after graduation, I have no plans to return or reincarnate. In addition, I do not have any accounts other than my official ones, including my personal accounts. If any accounts appear that claim to be me or imply such, please be aware that they are all fake or impersonations. I devoted everything to Hololive. It was a place that changed my life, and in truth, I still had so many things I wanted to challenge and achieve here. I am truly sorry that things have come to this result. So basically, yup, she's not going to reincarnate ever again. So, because Kanata is placed in a position where with her disease, it is especially hard for her to, let's say, do concerts and sing, because she is an excellent singer. She's probably like arguably like top 5 singers in Hololive. But at the same time, like, it's hard for her when she's like partially deaf in one ear or completely deaf in one ear, which is what her disease is, right? And at the moment, it is hard for Hololive to be able to sustain sorry, hard for Kanata to be able to sustain her career in Hololive, but at the same time, it's harder if she actually seeks a job somewhere else, especially because the disease that she has gets her like nauseous and fucked up every single day, probably every single time without like proper like meds or something, right? I'm getting the impression that in order for her to sustain her activities in Hololive, she especially needs a lot of like managerial help in order to cope and sustain her abilities as it is. But the fact that those are not being given to her, those are not like, you know, they're not being given to her. She's not being like taken care of the way that she expected or wanted to. It's difficult to stay and to continue working under these conditions, so she has to leave. Yeah. And she can't be a content creator, or she doesn't want to be a content creator anymore either. That's the interesting part. And back to what Azihara was saying, yeah, it's pretty hard to find a job for Kanata that's not content creation. Like, I don't know what realistically what job she could realistically get, TBH, right? But to be fair, I would like to think she's earned enough money to like live somewhat comfortably for like the next 5 years or something. In any case, it's not done here. It's not done yet, right? I love singing, I love idols, and I love the internet. I truly love VTuber culture. Thanks to all of you, I was able to spend 6 wonderful and happy years in Hololive, the place I love so much. Every day since my debut has been exciting, more precious, and more overwhelming than anything I could have imagined before this journey began. I have never thought that I could achieve any of this by my own strength alone. Without Hololive, I could have never had so many experiences. I was truly blessed. When I held my first solo concert, when I released my album, even after finishing an ordinary stream. In quiet moments, I would find myself thinking, I'm really glad I worked so hard, and it's all thanks to everyone. That gratitude always comes back to me. For every moment that so many people worked behind the scenes, far more than I could ever imagine, and the reason that all of that was possible was your support. I've always tried to hold onto that gratitude toward all the Heimin who cheered me on. Oh god. I'm sorry I couldn't repay that support by continuing my activities. I had my own sense of what it means to be an idol, that I cared deeply, sometimes too deeply, about my own work. I was stubborn, clumsy, and far from perfect. That's exactly why she's an idol material. Yeah. Yet you never gave up on me. Thank you for supporting me. Meeting all of you, being able to work as an idol, that has become a source of pride I will carry for the rest of my life. Your comments, your words, your letters, I'm sure they will appear in my final memories someday. Oh god. I'm sure they will all appear in my final memories someday. This makes me think she's actually fucking dying or something, dude. Holy shit. I will never truly forget you, ever. I love all of you truly. My activities as Kanata will end on December 27th. Thank you for these 6 years. There's only a little time left, but I hope you'll watch me as much as you can. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. What is Kanata afflicted with, you might wonder, right? Well, you might know that Kanata has this is from 1 year ago. We're going to go into like a little deeper from like 2 years ago and beyond, right? So, you might know that Kanata has Meniere's disease, right? I've been suffering severe dizziness and nausea due to Meniere's disease. So I've been going to the hospital, trying to not use my computer or smartphone as much as possible, and just staring at the ceiling. I've gotten better. I don't even have a fever. My throat is fine, and I'm not dizzy. I eat a lot of rice. Yeah. So what is that? Meniere's disease. This is the overview. An ear problem that can cause dizzy spells, also called vertigo and hearing loss. Most of the time, Meniere's disease affects only one ear. And that's exactly what happened to Kanata. Kanata is allegedly, if I remember correctly, she was actually deaf on one ear. And it's also incurable. There's no like cure for it. There's only like treatments and shit like this, just to help lessen the dizziness and help, like, you know, regain a little bit of control of the vertigo. Once again, I'm currently taking a break from activities due to treatment. See, chat? Even I'm fucking dying over here. I have a dry cough and hoarseness that continues daily. The hoarseness is due to the side effects of the medication I am prescribed. Holy shit. So, yeah. She's been sick for a while now. For a while now. And look, chat, and look. 2 months ago, by the way, 2 months ago, she's been fucking, like, foreshadowing this for a while now. For a while now. So, we're going to watch some of the clips here that's, like, foreshadowing this.
ちょっと体そう全開じゃないかな。
Suddenly, while she's playing the game, I'm not at my best right now.
ムタムタするかも。
I may dawdle.
ごめんね。ちょっとどうしたらいいかわかんねえぞ。
While bro is playing, she suddenly like gets a foul mood. She's been thinking about this for at least 2 months. For a while now.
出てきた。
Oh god.
ちょっとおかしくなってるな。
Yeah.
どうしたらいいんだろ
Yeah.
う。ここじゃないのかな。
Oh my god. Is this not the right way? Dude, this a lot of the things that she's saying here have like a double meaning. Like a double meaning. Like, this is the not right way. It's like she's thinking, oh god, is graduating really the right way?
うん。
Oh, she's crying.
すまん。
Some
どうしたらいいのかな。
God.
戻ればいいのかな。
Do I go back? The rats. True. Look, it's so poetic because there's even rats. Look. There's a rat. Oh god. I'm sad and laughing at the same time.
わかんない焦るちょっとごめんメンタルがねあんまり良くない状況が続いていて本当はこうなりたくないんだけどね配信で
Ah.
みんなには元気なとこだけ見せたいよできるだけ
Hold on. While let's see the comments. Yep, there we go. Yep. Even a few people saw the same clip and went back to it. So, what we're also gonna do is look at this, like this whole 35 fucking minute video. We're going to watch this, because this is like her full uncensored thoughts. But before any of that, let me just get some water real quick and get some medicine, okay? I'll be back in like a minute or so. Yeah, so legit, so it doesn't get leaked, they didn't pre-prepare anything to celebrate her graduation. Holy shit. This may be surprising as it is not common, but this format was decided through discussion and mutual agreement. Okay.
ホロライブメンバーのゲスト参加も、そういった関係でありません。できてすべて
because to save all the like the ADHD brain in here, I'm going to skip the parts where either the translation doesn't catch up or if it takes too long, okay? I will not return or reincarnate in another form. I have already begun preparing to return to the life that I had before my debut. That's like fascinating. That's fascinating to me. Because whenever I think of Kanata before her debut, I think of her as like, you know, that poor person. Because she was poor for a long time. Okay. This decision was made with full resolve. In fact, the sequence is the opposite. My graduation had been decided a long time ago. Recently, I have had periods of absence, but this is not the reason for my graduation. Okay. After the decision, I had many tasks to complete because I did not want to take time off once the graduation was set. I pushed myself to continue working. To take time which unfortunately worsened my condition. Okay. I want to clarify so that no unnecessary speculation spreads. I am not graduating because of a romantic partner, marriage, or pregnancy. Damn. She straight up like fucking wants to kill the rat before it starts. We live in a world where these people want to avoid the I have a huge announcement thing and eliminate all sorts of like, you know. It's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's kind of funny. I'm not graduating because of a romantic partner, marriage, pregnancy, disagreements with anyone in the company, or burnout. No, none of these are the reasons. Okay, that's good to know. I will take my work seriously and sincerely. I ask that everyone be careful about unfounded rumors. From here, I will explain the reasons for my graduations. Some part will touch on my work and the realities behind the scenes, so if such topics are difficult for you, please feel free to step back. To avoid misunderstandings, I will take my time to speak as clearly and objectively as I can. This is told from my perspective, but I will not speak with emotion and will stick to facts as much as possible. Every talent has a different environment and direction. What I describe is only my own case, not something that happened to other members. The major factors behind my decision can be summarized into 3 points. Okay, what are those 3 points? Due to unaccumulated strain, it became difficult for me to continue my activities in a healthy state. Regarding, during a certain project, I ended up ordering, what? Like merch and coordination tasks that have been not clearly assigned between departments beforehand. Wait, so she had to like fulfill orders herself? That's not very cash money, Chief. I don't know if it's about projects. I hope it's about projects. I imagine if she's the one fulfilling orders herself. I confirmed multiple times with management whether these duties were truly part of my role and proceeded according to the explanations given at the time. Because the project was a high priority, I began preparing far in advance, and to secure enough time, I had to reduce my own activities for several months. Okay, so this is an important reason. Okay. This might affected my ability to carry out projects I wanted to do, and it made it difficult to maintain a healthy balance in my work. These experiences contributed significantly to my realization that continuing under such conditions would be difficult. Later, after discussions with management, I received explanations that this situation was unique to me and that improvements would be made so that other talents would not experience the same issues. So, what is this? So now I'm wondering. Obviously, she said not to rat, but you tell people not to rat, of course they're gonna rat. Now I wonder, is this early Hololive? Like early 2021, 2022, 2023 Hololive? Where fucking, their management was still kind of rough? Like they didn't necessarily know what they were doing at the time yet? And it improved over time? Or is this more so a recent thing? Because if her having to deal with that early on and that resulted into the tanking of her own health issues, I'm guessing Hololive played a huge part into the worsening of her health. But why would she graduate because of that now? Because it adds up. It adds up. These little things adds up. If Kanata, for example, if this happened, okay, so this happened, right? If this happened, let's say this happened in 2021, but in 2021, Kanata had let's say a health break that happened because of this. Even if it was 4 years ago, it would still play in your mind and would still play a factor into the current health issues that you now continue to face because of the thing that happened 4 years ago. Yeah. It piles up and it stacks. Yeah. Later discussions with management, I received explanations. Oh wait, I already read this. Regarding the second point. Okay. Regarding the second point, overly compressed schedules outside my control. Okay. Due to production timelines and the overlap of multiple projects, there were periods where recordings and other work became very concentrated. At the same time, regular duties such as filming and supervision continued, leaving me with supervision. She has to supervise? Leaving me with limited capacity to maintain my streaming activities. Yep. I'm a crude here. She isn't popular enough for management to care. Ghosting is a thing here. No, that's not the case at all. In Hololive, everyone is a superstar. Like, it's not a thing, right? Where in Niji Sanji, you can ignore the person that has 50k subs and prioritize everyone else that has like 300k, 400k. In Hololive, everyone is like around 400k up. Yeah. Yeah. Except Holostars. Yeah, Holostars, obviously.
も自分の配信などの活動を最小限にせざるを得ないタイミングがありました。話したような
Combined with the earlier issue of workload imbalance, this overlap had a significant impact on my health. Oh, okay. So, she's getting fucked. Okay, she's getting fucked. Under medical advice, I submitted a doctor's notes and management suggested adjusting or reducing my workload. Okay. However, because there were projects I strongly wished to complete, I discussed the matter with management and through mutual agreement, chose to continue working. Is it because she doesn't trust management to do the job properly, or is that her projects? Yeah. 100% it has to be her projects. She powered through it. I mean, powering through something when you have like already existing health conditions is probably a bad idea. Like, we can have the argument of like, artists choosing to destroy themselves for their art, but like in this case, I feel like it's a bad idea in general, right? Yeah.
配信仕入れ、本当にしてくださいと。はい。これは僕、ずれないように見える
As a
配信
result,
も
there
あり
were
ました。
streams in which I appeared unwell. It was my own misjudgment to push myself beyond my limits, and I sincerely apologize for worrying everyone. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like, come on, dude. You can't do that. Over the years, I consulted management many times to resolve these issues, but many of the underlying causes involved broader structural or organizational challenges that could not be easily fixed. True. Just like what was said earlier, you can't expect the entire company to bend just for one talent. And either way, even if they can do that, the bigger the ship, the harder it is to steer. Right? Like, if there were already systems and like, let's say, workflows in place, adjusting that for like, making like micro movements to not like crash and to like avoid little bumps in the road is not something that's like easy to do. Yeah. It's really hard to say. Several years ago, holy shit, I was told that improvement would take time, but would come. Management did make efforts within their ability, but considering my current health, I found it difficult to envision a future in which I could continue my activities with peace of mind. I see. Okay. This was a major factor in my decision. It's like what I said earlier, with her health conditions and like other stuff in mind, because she can't see Hololive changing the way she wants to, and that can accommodate her issues, she's leaving. I see. Regarding relationships among talents, there was situations over long ago that were mentally burdensome for me, and it made it difficult to collaborate smoothly with the necessary scope of work. Okay. I approached these matters from a professional standpoint, but there were still repeated instances in which coordination became difficult. Okay. So, miscommunication with other talents, some arguments here and there maybe. That's unavoidable, that we can't, there is no agency where, like, infighting between talents doesn't happen. You know? There are main reasons behind my graduation decision. I've devoted my these are the main reasons behind my graduation decision. Rather, I've devoted my entire life to Hololive. I received immense support, and I'm greatly grateful for everything. In truth, I wanted to continue challenging myself, contributing more, and fulfilling many more dreams in this place that changed my life.
いろんな挑戦をして
Even now, there are many dreams I have not yet achieved. If it were possible, I would have wanted
叶
to
えられて
stay.
ない夢もやり
So it seems like this is just not a health issue. This is a chat. I'm gonna have to say here, right? Like, I know you don't want me to be like negative against the company, but if I taking Kanata's word into consideration here, it's the I don't see myself being sustainable in Hololive. Like, this is not a health issue. This is like Hololive isn't for me anymore kind of thing.
た
Yeah.
いこともまだまだたくさんありまし
It's
た
not the typical disagreement with management thing that like a lot of other Hololive members say. This is a lot more systematic than like what a lot of them say.
気持ちだけで言えば
Okay.
活動に込めようと思っ
So
て
I
ま
tend
す
to pour all those feelings into my remaining time until December 2027. 27 rather.
ホロライブ卒業した
After
後ね
graduation
いわゆる転生しません
I will not be reincarnating. I plan to find an ordinary job outside the entertainment industry. So, I wonder how this is possible for her. She just wants to quit on content creation and like outside the entertainment industry. That would be like fascinating. I might even end up working near you someday. Oh, okay. So of course, throw that bone in. In other words, please don't try to search for me. That's sad, man. Anything else, whether impersonation or hints from supposed odds, will be fake, so please be careful. I love singing, I love the internet, and I truly love VTuber culture. I do too. Because of you, I have spent 6 years of full of joy and unforgettable moments ever since my debut has been more exciting and more meaningful than I ever what? Whatever. None of this was because of my own strength. Without Hololive and without all of you watching me, I could never have what? Whatever. Whether it was my solo live, my album release, or just finishing a regular stream, the thought that always came to me was, you have all moved me more than you know. Your supports, your comments, your words, your letters will stay with me forever. I will never forget any of you. I'm guessing she's getting emotional. She's getting super emotional here.
一生忘れてやりません
Yeah, of course she is.
僕は忘れないです
Yep. She's getting... Yep.
あまねかなたの
I
活動
guess it's
は
more merciful to crush any hope rather than entertaining false hope. Yeah. No, 100%. These sort of things, you gotta crush it like by its source.
えー
My activities as Amane Kanata
すいません
will truly end on December 27. There
Amane-
isn't much time left, but I hope you'll watch over me until the end. Oh! She's sobbing.
もたもたしてごめん
Oh!
あまねかなたの活動は12月27日
Grab it by the balls, exactly.
今月の27日が本当に最後になります。これ6周年の日です。6年もありがとう。残り少ない時間ですが、ぜひたくさん見てくれたら嬉しいです。
Okay.
配信も、
Okay, Kanata.
のでは、文化終了を投稿したいと思います。話せる。
Oh, that's basically all of
それ
it.
では、見てくださってありがとうございました。
Bye. Yep. So that's the entire video, chat. That's flat out the entire video.